Welcome to the Advisor Guidance presentation on RIA firm registration. Hopefully, over the next few minutes, we will provide you with everything you need to know to take your first step to independence. Hello, my name is John Shields, and I am the founder and president of Advisor Guidance. Advisor Guidance has been providing registration and compliance services to registered investment advisors for 15 years, and our team is comprised of professionals that have decades of investment management industry experience. Today, I will provide an overview of the RIA registration process. To begin the registration process, it is helpful but not mandatory to have the entity set up that you would like to register as the RIA, unless you plan on registering as a sole proprietorship, and you have at least one person qualified to be an investment advisor representative, or IAR. We'll discuss qualifications a little further in this presentation. Then, the first decision point is whether to register with the SEC or the states. The SEC registers larger firms and leaves the registration of small firms up to the states. Many advisors prefer to be SEC registered as soon as they are able for the marketing cachet as well as the administrative efficiency associated with it. For example, with SEC registration, you only have one regulator, and the process for adding notice filings when you get close to the de minimis level on the number of clients is a simple check the box and pay the notice filing fee. With state registrations, you're required to make a full registration application with each additional state, and then you need to wait weeks while they consider the application. But SEC versus state registration is not a choice. SEC registration is generally defined by your client assets under management. Advisors that will have greater than $100 million within 120 days of approval of the firm can register directly with the SEC. The SEC registration process from end to end takes approximately 6 weeks. There are some special case exceptions that permit SEC registration without the $100 million AUM, including if you are an Internet-only advisor, or an advisor to a registered investment company, or foreign advisors. If you qualify, you register with the SEC and pay an annual SEC registration fee of $225, and notice file in any state in which you have a place of business or more than 5 clients. Notice filing fees vary by state but average $200 per year. The SEC doesn't register IARs, but note that you will need to register your IARs with any state in which they have a place of business. The average IAR state registration fee is $50 per year. To register with the SEC, you need to file Form ADV Parts 1A, 2A, the brochure, and 2B, the brochure supplement, and a new Part 3, otherwise known as the Form CRS, or Client Relationship Summary. As I said, the SEC doesn't register the individuals associated with the firm, but it leaves it up to the states to register them if they choose. Currently, all states require IAR registrations, and that is accomplished by paying the registration fee and filing a Form U-4. Firms that have less than $100 million in assets under management and don't qualify for an exemption are required to register with the states. Generally, you register in each state in which you have a place of business and any state where you have more than 5 clients. Certain states, such as Louisiana, Texas, and Nebraska, require registration from the first client you sign up there. State registrations in non-COVID times typically took 6 to 8 weeks from end to end. However, some states have not adapted well to the pandemic-imposed work-from-home environment and are taking as long as 3 to 4 months. If you need information on specific states, please reach out to us at info@advisorguidance.com. An issue with multi-state registrations is that the states tend to interpret the rules differently. An example is the registration of solicitors. Some states require solicitors to be registered as IARs, while others do not. Similar to SEC registration, to register with the states, a Form ADV is filed specifically Parts 1A and 1B and 2A and 2B. There is no client relationship summary for state-registered firms. A Form U-4 is filed for each IAR. Many states require supplemental material to be filed directly with the Securities Division, such as a balance sheet. Some states have minimum net capital requirements for the firm, while others just require a firm to be solvent. An example of the intended client advisory agreement and your compliance program are other documents that they may require. IARs must demonstrate qualifications to the states. The qualifications can be demonstrated by either passing a Series 65 or 66 exam or holding certain industry designations in good standing. The accepted industry designations are a CFA, a CFP, a CHFC, a CIC, or a PFS. Every RIA firm needs at least one individual registered as an IAR. Form U-4 and Form ADV Part 2B, the brochure supplement, must be filed for each IAR and the state fees paid. Generally, the IARs need to be registered where they are located, but some states have varying rules. For example, Texas requires registration of any IAR providing advisory services to Texas clients, no matter where they are located. And if a firm is registered in California, California requires the registration of all the firm's IARs, wherever located and whether or not they're providing advisory services to California clients. Concerning the Series 65, individuals are not required to be sponsored by a firm to take the exam. You can register, pay the $187 fee, and open the 120-day exam window by following the link on this slide. There are also exam preparation firms that can provide study materials and practice exams to help you prepare to take the exam. In normal times, a typical state registration timeline looks like this. It takes a week or two to gather the information, draft the documents, and file them. Then, waiting around 4 weeks for the states to review and comment. Then, a few days of addressing the comments, refiling amendments if necessary, and having the states approve. However, as I noted earlier, the timeline in some states is longer since the pandemic forced examiners to work from home. Once the firm and IARs have been approved, RIAs have ongoing responsibilities. For example, each year you need to pay the firm and IAR registration renewal fees. Also, you are required to file an amendment to your Form ADV at least once a year, and any other time there are material changes to any of the disclosures. If you are state registered and subject to a minimum net capital requirement, you will typically be required to submit annual financial statements for the firm when you file your annual Form ADV update. And of course, you will need to maintain your books and records and document compliance with your compliance program. Thank you for your time. I hope this overview of the registration process has been helpful. If you have specific questions or need clarification of any of the material, feel free to reach out to us at info@advisorguidance.com or at the contact information shown on this slide.